What is good, chat? Welcome back to another show. Actually, this show is going to be quite interesting because this show is going to be another reason why I get to tell some of these hardcore red pill poppers, I told you so. All right, and today we are going to be talking about no one other than Andrew Tate. Okay, guys, here's the thing. Yeah, that's right. We're getting right into it. Okay, y'all remember what I told y'all before that when it comes to Andrew Tate and his situation that he's facing right now, a lot of people think just because he got moved from a jail cell to house arrest that somehow, he's free, right? Because they haven't charged him yet with anything, that somehow they've got nothing on him, and they have this warped sense that Andrew Tate is somehow innocent because he hasn't been charged yet, right? And the one thing I've been telling y'all is that y'all need to relax on this, okay? Because I don't let these pill poppers like Fresh and Fit and all these red pill like what do you call it? Pearl, all these guys, do not let them fool you into thinking that Andrew Tate is going to be coming home like that or walking away from this easy. Because the one thing I've been realizing that the more investigations that they're doing on this guy, the more you start to see that people around him are likely going to flip. All right. Matter of fact, there are articles coming out right now basically linking him to organized crime, right? And we're going to read through that in just a second because this was a recent article. But they're saying that there were casinos in Romania that Tate was a partner in that was linked to the mafia. Right. And there's been tapes of Andrew Tate joking that, he has like mob ties or whatever it is. Right. Again, self-snitching to the highest order. You can't explain it. You don't even know where it comes from. But these guys like to self-snitch. But he's bragging about all these kind of things. And all they're doing now, all the prosecutors are doing is basically taking time to link all this stuff together to formally charge him. All right. And I think what you guys don't understand is Romania, because what Andrew Tate did is crazy. All right. Because what he basically did was expose Romania's OnlyFans or webcam pimping business, right? Because basically that's what he did by coming online and bragging about, how you can turn these girls out and you can make so much money on webcam, and even to how he gets these women to come in and work for him. What this is saying is that there's a lot of things there that they're going to link this guy to that you guys are not going to be ready for. And if you guys look at Andrew Tate right now and the way he even moves about the media when he's not reposting bullshit, right, or dumb tweets that don't really help his case at all, right, there's an undertone of uncertainty, right? If you think about it, remember the first time he got raided? The first time he got raided, all right, he came out, dude was bragging, he got the bravado and he was confident that they got nothing on him because he wasn't dealing with the what do you call it? It's DICOT is what they call it, right? That's the Department of the Enforcers of Organized Crime, right? So he wasn't dealing with those guys. He was just dealing with a simple allegation from a girl who apparently found her way into his villa in Romania, and all of a sudden called their parents. Y'all remember that there was that one girl that came in, the boyfriend, flew in, and that's what that initial raid was all about, right? Tate came out of the jail cell. He was confident, bombastic, loud as ever, right? Still doing the social media thing. Matter of fact, he was out there on the internet talking so much shit, it was crazy, right? But all of a sudden, when the second raid happened, and they went to jail, and this time the jail was extended, and they held him there for 4 months. I think the undertone of Andrew Tate right now is uncertainty, because I think deep down he knows he's gonna get charged with something, and he's probably gonna do some time. So this episode is probably just gonna talk about the downfall of Andrew Tate. I mean, that's just what it is. Anyone else that thinks that just because he's on house arrest, he's just gonna get off scot-free, you're crazy. You have not been paying attention, okay? This guy is done. There was a video by this guy named Bruce Rivers, right? He's a criminal lawyer, all right? And I like that, because this is what I like about lawyers who talk about, who talk about like content creators like Andrew Tate who are in the manosphere and whatnot, is because they tend to stick to their lane, right? They talk about things that make sense in their niche. Unlike guys like Lead Attorney, okay, we got the Lead Attorney over here, and he's supposed to be a 20-year divorce attorney, but somehow he's talking about the same gossip shit that we talk about, and yet he's gonna try to act like he's different. It's like, bro, you in the trenches with us, bro. Just stop hiding. All right, it is what it is. Your 20 years divorcing, all it did was have you come on YouTube and gossip like the rest of us. So listen, if you want your channel to be separated completely from this manosphere bullshit, you need to be doing what Bruce Rivers is doing. Matter of fact, y'all probably need to do some collab to teach you, Lead Attorney, how to stay in your own lane. Away from that side point, let me get into. So he did this video basically breaking down leaked documents of conversations between Andrew Tate and another female, and essentially this actually gives you a little bit of an insight to how Andrew Tate gets these women to come over to Romania and fall for the whole bait and switch, the hokey dokey, right? So he basically goes through the conversation and goes into it. But let me pull this up real quick, and then we're gonna get into it because it was a very interesting video. Here we go. Here we go.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer, coming to you with my pearl handle pistol cufflinks, so graciously gifted to me by our content genius, Michael Howard Rivers, who's right behind the camera as we speak. That's where I get all my guidance from. That's where I get all my love from. Gotta love Michael Rivers. Okay, today we're going to react to Andrew Tate. As you all know, Andrew Tate is in custody, basically. He's on home confinement in Romania, and he's going to come up on his trial pretty soon. And so they just appealed another judge's order to try to get him out, get rid of the home monitoring, and it was denied. Before we get to that, I want to
Damn. So even while on house arrest, he's submitting appeals to basically mitigate that, and they're denying him that. Hey, you pill poppers out there, read the signs, okay? You Andrew Tate hopefuls out there that he's gonna get out and become your newly crowned red pill god. First of all, he already left the red pill, so that's embarrassing enough as it is, right? Someone who made money off the red pill to get you guys to buy into his webcam business. He's not even in the red pill no more. So as I see it, he's on an island by himself, and he's still got Islam. So at least he's got that going for him right now. But think about this: files appeal to mitigate his house arrest situation, and they still deny him that. There's certain signs y'all need to be paying attention to that'll probably let y'all at least clue you guys into understanding he's probably not gonna get out of this unscathed.
Little story. My grandmother, she lives in my basement, and she actually does a lot of meth. And she was arrested, about 6 weeks ago. And well, grandma, she was in custody, and things that we got is the transcribed order of the court, and
there you go. Look at it. Let me just pull this right up here. You guys can see it. This is what he's going to be reading off of. So let's get it.
It's like 88 pages long. It is really remarkable when you read the reasoning of the court, and embedded in this document is also a lot of text messages or WhatsApp messages. So let's just kind of go through some of these. Now, sex trafficking can be caused by, conduct that is either force, fraud, or coercion. And the big one here is fraud. It was shown the fact that the injured person, UA, and in this, they take the last name first and then the first name second. So UA, her initials are actually, we would put him as AU, but she was recruited by the defendant, TA.
So TA is Andrew Tate, just backwards, right? So Tate Andrew. And then UA is the girl that's accusing him right now. So let's get it.
Tate, by misrepresenting the intention to establish a relationship of marriage or cohabitation and the existence of false feelings towards the injured person also result from the conversations. So you're enticing somebody to come and you make promises of marriage, promises of you'll be mine, blah, 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 blah. That is a form of fraud, and it's a form of manipulation. And it's one thing if it's just, I don't know how to put it. If it's just normal, it just didn't work out. But that isn't what we have here. So let's just read the manipulation that we're talking about. You must understand, this is from Andrew Tate, and it's identified as E. You must understand that once you are mine, you will be mine always. A woman never leaves her man. I will be the last man in your life. See how those they're very absolute. What do we do if we fall in love and I kidnap you and bring you to Bucharest? And then she says, I don't think it's kidnapping if I want to come. So they're vulnerable to begin with because they want to be next to this greatness, right? First, I have to see in your eyes that you will never be able to live without me. So you see how this manipulation is? And these are much younger women. And then I can trust you to show you everything.
I don't know what kind of game this is, but this seems kind of fucking weird, bro. Like, just the way he's talking. Like, yeah, this is a guy that's definitely leading with money. If there's any other proof that Andrew Tate leads with his wallet, I mean, there it is right here. Right, he's bragging about his villa. Now he's talking about he's basically doing what you guys would consider simping, right? He's selling that dream of her potentially being a wife, which is where the fraud aspect comes into play, right? Because you're talking about, oh, you my wifey, come do this, and knowing full well the whole time you're lying. Like, this is kind of cringe, bro. Great Phil podcast. Shout out to you for the $3 super chat. He says, salute to the chat and the panelists. Salute to you and the chat. Francois, he says, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, Duke, what's your thought on twin sisters trying to end the career of Abba tonight? We're going to find out as soon as they get going. I think it's at 7 or something like that. But let's continue.
Bring a ring when you come. That's what she says. You can be loving enough to be a wife, to always be near me wherever I go, talk to 0 men besides me, ride or die.
What is this? Like, guys, who actually talks to women this way? Like, the only way he gets away with this is because he has money. You don't, like, you can be loving enough to be a wife. Bro, we just met. Like, under any normal circumstances, all right, if you meet a guy out there and y'all have not even met, gone for one date, and he's talking about being loving to be a wife, that's either somebody who's trying to be controlling or somebody who's simping hard and trying to sell you a dream. That's just what it is. Like, none of this makes any sense. All y'all paying for courses. I hope y'all not going out there shooting bricks like this nigga, because this is not going to work. I mean, unless you got a Bugatti and a villa in Romania.
You have to move to Romania with me to keep an eye on you. You are mine. Don't forget that and act like it. We will be together soon. First of all, ladies, any guy that talks to you like this, they need to be flushed down the toilet.
Even he echoes the same thing I just said. No guy talks to a woman like this, bro, unless there's something wrong. there's something wrong, and she sees something that she wants, right? So with him, she sees the money because he's showing off his villa. She knows he's Andrew Tate, right? And then she sees the potential of a long-term relationship just because he's speaking in such absolute terms. You see what I'm saying? So all this combined is just leading to a very weird situation, and it doesn't even leave room to ask questions, or even provide like adequate, like, just inquiries as to what situation they're actually getting into. At this point, he's just blatantly saying, yeah, I'm going to marry you. Come to Romania. Okay. What are the concerns? Like, this is red flag 101. Like, this is crazy.
What do you mean? I act like one. You should know what that means. To be a good wife. I have said many times that you should live in Romania.
Look at
And
this.
you have comment ignored, whatever that means. Okay, I'm coming with you, girl. That's my girl. Give me a few hours to make a serious plan.
Look at this. You are mine. Do not forget that and act like it. This is Andrew Tate talking. We'll be together soon. Okay. What do you mean act like one, right? So she doesn't even know what the hell's going on. And he says, you should know what it means. Be a good wife. You don't even know this guy. You barely met him. He's talking about being a good wife. This is weird. This is so weird. So he says, I have said that many times that you should live in Romania. Have comment ignored. So she ignored him saying that. Yeah, because she probably has her doubts. So here he's clearly pushing her into a situation, and she's like, okay, I'm coming with you. This is my girl. Give me a few hours to make serious plan, right? So that's what Andrew Tate. And she says, baby. And then she says, but can I trust you? Well, now she's finding out that she couldn't, apparently. Tree Village, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, going back to MLD, he had a hair transplant a few months ago, and that's where some of that dating course money went. I knew it. I already knew it, bro. Because no way. If you saw his hairline before, you saw his hairline now, it just doesn't make any sense. All right. If you saw his weight loss before and his weight gain now, it still doesn't make any sense. All right. So we know that all y'all who are paying losers like MLD is just it's like taking your money and just setting it on fire and then just watching it burn. That's exactly what you're doing. It's crazy that y'all fall for these scams.
He says, baby, but can I trust you? Yes, you can. You will move to Romania with me. Plan when I get there. All right. So the court says at some point the injured person, UA or AU, saw several videos on the YouTube platform in which the defendant talks about what he does and from which his approach to women results, and asked the defendant questions about.
So basically what's going on right now is this girl watched a bunch of YouTube videos or came across a bunch of YouTube videos about Andrew Tate bragging on how he makes money, right? With the war room where he teaches guys how to basically run their own eCam or webcam business, right? Or he brags about the whole, OnlyFans thing, like outright, right? So he's either Hustlers University, the war room, or he's just outright bragging about the OnlyFans business. So yeah, let's continue.
About these aspects. Now this is important because this is where he kind of, has to kind of cover up what he's doing, right? Because this isn't just all open and above board. And anybody that follows him, any of you young guys who paid money to Andrew Tate, listen to how he talks about you guys. He says right off the bat, you're not stupid, and you probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide what I really do. Webcam, she says. For a long time, I did this with a team of girls who worked on video chat. The company was fake. Yes, but that's how I wash my dirty money.
Yo, they got him. Hey, they got him. He's done. I mean, what much proof do you need? What much proof do you need? He basically is admitting that not only his Hustlers University or what do you call it, his war room or any of his online courses were a front, but they were a front to launder his dirty money. Now, what dirty money could they be talking about? We don't know. We got to look at those hard drives when they finally charge this guy. But all of y'all who are Tate fanboys, all right, all you guys were just you were just a tool so this loser can launder his money. While you guys were out there treating him like a god, he was duping you so he can wash your money with his money to cover up what he really does. Again, there's another article out here, and it's by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, right? It was founded by this journalist, and basically it's connecting. They're finding a connection with Andrew Tate and casinos in Romania, and how those casinos are actually owned by Romanian mob, like the mafia, the Romanian mafia. And there are videos of Andrew Tate online bragging about that shit. Or he doesn't brag about it explicitly, but he hints that he's connected or he has certain mob ties. And there's been hints throughout some of his videos or promotional videos he's done. I wouldn't be surprised if Romania has their own version of a RICO. That's what they're probably trying to do with this dude. Maybe not. I don't know if Romania has a RICO, what do you call it, anti-corruption and racketeering. But if they do, oh yeah. Oh, especially with this, watching your dirty money, they got you on tape saying that, bruh. Oh, yeah.
After that, men started to be jealous and started asking how I can start a video chat business. They will never do this because they are losers.
I knew it.
They're losers.
Hold up.
How I wash my dirty money. After that, men started to be jealous and started asking how I can start a video chat business. They will never do this because they are losers. They're losers. But they like the idea. So I started charging men to teach them.
Hold up. Hey, Bruce Rivers, I'm going to just rewind what you just said. But I'm so glad you read that, because that's what we've been saying this whole time about how Andrew Tate feels about you schmucks that pay him money because he's your red pill god, right? Now you guys understand what he really thinks about you behind the scenes, all right? And it's not just him. It's a lot of these other red pill leaders or gurus, okay? They preach this high value concept consistently, right? And they know for a fact it's a group of people or group of what do you call it, statistic that only few can enter into, right? What is it, like 5% or 6% of the world, or not the world, of Americans make 6 figures and above, all right? So they promote this exclusivity, but they generalize it almost as if is you have a chance to be like a top G or be like any one of these guys or have the high value lifestyle. That's what they're doing. They're suckering you in with the window shopping, with the dream that you could potentially be high value. All right. And then they talk about business and money and, you know, all this other stuff, but it's all cap, because if you guys look at how they actually made money, it was YouTube. It was you paying them. They got rich, and then they're pretending that they've always been rich and they knew about money. So he's sitting there telling you, I've been promoting a product knowing fully well they aren't going to do it because the people that buy it are stupid. That's y'all. Hold this L. Matter of fact, hold another one. Deuces. How much L can Tape Boys take in 2023? Like, this is crazy. This is like, you know what this is like? It's like what do you call it? Sammy the Bull finding out on tape that John Gotti was talking shit about him. That's what it feels like. And the audience is Sammy the Bull. All right? You can see where I'm going with this. Okay? Y'all are finding out what he really thinks about you on tape. The question is, what are you guys gonna do about it? Are you guys gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow my top G no matter what? Okay, because he's innocent and he loves me. He loves me very much. Okay, are you all gonna keep doing that, or for once, are you teenagers or grown men out there finally gonna grow some balls and realize that this guy's a scumbag? You can't be a dude creating simps out there with webcam businesses like OnlyFans, lying to men, making money off their pain, and then turn around and market yourself as this kind of genius that's out here to save men and help them out of their simpish ways. You're creating a cycle. Francois, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, by the way, check Tristan company name Talisman Tate Enterprise in Romania. The company is doing nothing and have $2 million in debt. There's an article that are investigating him as ties to organized crime, right? That's what they're doing. They have him tied to Romanian mafia through casinos. So maybe the dirty money he's talking about right here actually has to do with the money laundering from those casinos he's silent partnered in. We don't know. We don't know because what you front the debt to the casino and whatever happens. I don't know, but they're digging.
He was fake. Yes, but that's how I wash my dirty money. After that, men started to be jealous and started asking how I can start a video chat business. They will never do this because they are losers. They're losers. But they like the idea. So I started charging men to teach them. Dudes, he's full of shit. He's 100% full of shit. And these are text messages between he and you or UA. But they like the idea. So I started charging men to teach them. That's what those videos are about. It's all a cover. You understand? Now it goes deeper. Some of the girls work for me. I use them to do other things, to move money or illegal things, documents.
You're done. Andrew Tate, you're done. It's over. Bruh. You use these girls to move money. Who knows what other illicit, illegal enterprise you're participating in, and these girls are moving money for you. Who knows what these guys are finding, and you out here admitting it in a private or what you now thought was private, all right? Message between you and the girl you were trying to recruit into your webcam business. This is crazy. You're just self-snitching. I don't even know what the purpose of this is. Like, why? Like, why do this? This is crazy. And by this time, the girl he's talking to, she ends up going over to Romania. And you can see the dialogue that he ends up reading over is when she finally gets there and she realizes that there are other girls there, and these girls get naked on camera for other men online to pay Andrew Tate. And you can see the kind of unraveling she goes through when she realizes that, yeah, I may have just been fooled. It's actually crazy. And those of y'all who just, you see this and don't realize that they have something on this guy, I don't know what else to tell you. Let's continue.
So just teach them. That's what those videos are about. It's all a cover. You understand? Now it goes deeper. Some of the girls work for me. I use them to do other things, to move money or illegal things, documents. So there's two things going on here. Number one, he's got the illegal activity, whatever it happens to be, whether it's money laundering, selling drugs, or whatever. And then he's also defrauding these women out of half of their earnings. Then we also have him defrauding this person, among others. This is not the only person talking like this. And then he tells her, I will never do that with you. But I need those girls for work. Sometimes money stuff, when I said earlier, I need a woman to not hide things from. That's what I meant. And so now he's bringing her into the fold. I can trust you. You're my confidant.
Bro, this is textbook manipulation, bro. You want to talk about bait and switch? This is textbook. Look at the twisted mind games he's playing. Bro, they got you. They got you on something, dude.
If you know the girls, I want you to be really cool with them. You are on my team to help me. You don't need details of any of this.
Now you go from being a wifey to all of a sudden now you're part of a team. So when she was in her country before she took the leap of faith to come to you, it was wifey this, I need you to be a loyal wife, etc., etc. Now you got her into the fold, all of a sudden it's no, I need you to be part of the team. You see, this is a team effort. This is crazy, yo. Just imagine being a woman. Let's say you just got out of a bad situation, either out of a bad relationship, or you're trying to get out of a bad situation with your family, right? And you got this rich dude who seems like he has his life together, who's constantly hounding you, and he's trying to get serious with you. And I'm talking about serious with the ring, right? You see his lifestyle. It's almost like that Cinderella story, right? And then you take that leap of faith because your life sucks, and you go over to Romania to where his villa is, and only to find out that you're one of many other women that have been brought to his villa. Not only that, what starts to run through your mind is you start to realize that the same tactics he used on you, he may have also used with these other women that are there. How would you feel? And by the time you get there, you don't even have your passports anymore. He's going to restrict your movements. You're in a land where crime is high and you don't speak the language. If you were a woman, what would you do finding all that out the moment you land in Romania? Bro, this is crazy.
What I want to do is trust me and do as I say. So you're my confidant. If you know the girls, I want you to be really cool with them. You are on my team to help me. You don't need details of any of this. What I want to do is trust me and do as I say.
Look at this.
So
it's almost like this is what I tell y'all. He's an internet pimp. This is what a pimp would say when he's trying to get a new girl hooked in, right? As part of the whole circuit. This is what they would say. This is crazy.
Right there, you've got an admission, and you've got one of two things. Either he's lying, if he's telling the truth, then he's admitting to criminal conduct right there. And it goes on. But if he's not telling the truth, then he's defrauding her. So either way, that can be used against him.
And when you get someone to travel from their original dwelling to where you have them, that's also part of what they consider trafficking. You understand? So either he's telling the truth about the illegal enterprises he has these women moving money in and out for. He's lying about that just to, I don't know why you would lie about that to a girl who, I don't know why you would lie about that. Or he's using that as a tactic to basically defraud her and lure her to his villa in order to be part of his current enterprise, which is webcamming, right? So either or, it doesn't look good. You're either looking at a RICO or you're looking at trafficking charges. It's not good either way.
So let's go to her being deceived about what is going on, and because she was going to live with him, they were going to get a house together, an apartment, or whatever. And the statement of the injured person, UA, was corroborated with the resulting aspects from conversations. I'm in the house with the girls who work for G. AI said I will stay with G. And she says, I feel a little weird. And G said, you're probably coming in 5 days. It's too much. I wish you would have told me things are the way they are. So, no. I wish you'd tell me things like they are so I know what's going on.
Boom. And G, I think, is that one other woman that was the main, you know, his bottom bitch, right? Like, listen, every pimp, because this is the pimp structure, right? You got a pimp and he's got a woman, they call her the bottom bitch, right? This woman is like down. She's the one that kind of runs the enterprise of women, the recruiting, or, you know, all of that, right? And there's this woman that got booked with Andrew Tate. Her name is it Georgiana? I think it's Georgina or whatever. So something like that, right? So that's G. That's the woman. So she gets to the villa. She's dealing with Georgiana now, or Gina, whatever her name is. So G, that's G right there. And if you look at the text messages, she's sending that to Andrew Tate, right? So now exactly what I just explained to you earlier is what she's feeling. You got lured under pretense of marriage because this guy was talking wife, I want to marry you, be a loyal wife. You get there. Now you see that it's not just you. There's a group of girls, but it's worse than that. These group of girls, they're organized. And you're dealing with this one girl named G, who seems like the head honcho amongst these group of girls, and she's trying to get you to get in line. But you don't know what's going on because Andrew Tate's not around. And there's a reason why he's not around, because G, Georgiana, all right, she's the one that's in charge now. She's the one that's supposed to run the operation. As you see that right now, the girl's saying, I feel weird. And G says, you're probably coming in 5 days. It's too much. I wish you'd tell me things like they are so I know what's going on. Which backs my statement last time when he was talking in absolutes. When you're dealing with a guy that's speaking in absolutes, especially when you're going back and forth, it leaves no room to ask questions. It leaves no room for the woman to be inquisitive, right? To be curious about what's going on. This guy's just laying it all on the table. You're going to be my wife. This is how you're going to be loyal. So that means she was kind of like brought in by the whole thing, right? She saw this guy that has a bunch of money, right? And he's trying to marry her in probably her worst situation of her life. This is like a dream come true, right? But unfortunately, she's feeling a little weird now. This is crazy. Cars 215, shout out to $2 super chat. He says Tate was booked for a month and converted to Islam. Facts. These guys, I mean, they're not, they're culturally Islam, right? That's a thing that happens out there, right? You could be Islamic in name, but you can also just still live a debaucherous lifestyle that's against the tenets of Islam, but people would still consider you an Islam. It's a thing. Look it up. Tree Village, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, isn't this the shit that most red pill sperm call game? Shameful. Yeah, they charge people to shoot bricks like this. I'm telling you, unless you have money, this game is not going to work. Okay, it's not gonna work. It really isn't. You're not gonna go to a random girl and say, I want you to be my wife and I want you to act like a wife. She's gonna be like, hey, you lucky I don't get a restraining order, bitch. Like, what? I don't even know you. We haven't even met, yet alone live together. You talking about me being a wife? That's crazy.
So, I mean, that's saying she doesn't know what's going on. In other words, it's not as you said. What exactly do these girls do? I thought I was coming and we would be together. I understand that that things happen, but you have to talk to me and tell me so that I don't feel weird. Weird then. And then he says, you don't have to feel weird. I come home as fast as I can. You know I work. Baby, what are these girls doing anyway? I feel stupid not knowing. I should know so I can talk to them and not say something stupid or offend them in any way. And he says, OnlyFans. So they undress and stuff, and then he kind of goes on to minimize.
Okay, he's just now admitting to her what the girls are doing. So she probably just walked into the Tate's mansion after being duped by Andrew Tate, and then just saw a bunch of naked girls sitting in front of web cameras. That's probably what she saw. And she probably saw that G girl just ordering women around, telling them to go here. Hey, you got to go here, do this. Hey, you got to undress. You got to wear this. She probably saw this whole thing going on. And now she's confused because in her mind, she thought she was coming here to marry Andrew Tate. But now reality hits her. She's in a mansion filled with other girls who are naked in front of cameras. Watch what happens next.
So they undress and stuff. And then he kind of goes on to, minimize what they're doing, but we all know what that is. So then she goes on to say, I want to know why you brought me here to this house. If you respected me, you'd ask me first if I was okay with this. I thought I would come here and live with you. See, I mean, it's just completely opposite of what it's a little weird for me to have to hang out with these girls who work for you, especially since you had a thing with one of them. You told me there was nothing between you two, and you take of her like a brother. She's in love with him, and she says, I love you. Aren't you safe? I wanted you to leave London because of the way you behaved there. So what we have here is Andrew Tate admitting in these messages that he's engaged in illegal activity. We see the bait and switch that, come to Romania and I will be your man and we'll live together in peace and harmony. And
to be honest, like that girl should have been like realistically, that's the thing. This is why you have to really pay attention to red flags. Ladies, you got to pay attention to red flags. I don't care what position in your life you're in right now, okay? You have to pay attention. Enough of this blaming it on, oh yeah, I just ignore red flags, this and that, right? Because a lot of y'all know what's a massive red flag. If a dude comes up to you and is asking for marriage, you haven't met, you haven't done anything with, yeah, he's got the money and anything. Listen, that tells me that there are other motivations aside from that led you on, and you ignored a bunch of those red flags. You have to pay attention to this. Otherwise, there are a bunch of Andrew Tates out there that will take advantage of you. This is how women disappear. And somehow end up in these sex trafficking slave trade. This is how it happens. This is no different what Tate is doing right now. Y'all need to be careful, especially these guys who they'll email you or they'll pay on your OnlyFans and talk about, yeah, I'm a prince from Saudi Arabia, you know, come over here and come marry me and whatever it is, and you think you're gonna go over marry the prince of Saudi Arabia? Hey, get real. Red flags. We have to understand red flags. It might actually save your life one day. Just being real with y'all.
We don't have any of that. But then it goes even a step further. Then the court. So what I'm reading to you is this is in the court's order, and they talk about what's relevant here. B asked me if I wanted to go live with her on TikTok. What did you say? And Andrew Tate says, why not? What is it? It's just TikTok. Do it. It's simple. Yes. And she says, yes. Cool. Okay. We'll see.
You know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? A lot of these OnlyFans models are actually using these legitimate websites as like a way to market their OnlyFans, which doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, right? So they're able to use platforms like TikTok. They're able to use platforms like Twitter, TikTok is crazy to me that they're able to market their shit through TikTok, but you're seeing the underground marketing schemes at work right now. You guys are seeing all of that. So I don't know, bro. This guy's guilty. Like, look at this, right? That a girl wants to do a what do you call it? Content with her. She's saying, "I see your bouncy breasts and cute smile on TikTok." Like, this is crazy.
And then he says, "You need a Russian name," and I see her bouncy breasts and cute smile on TikTok. Baby, why did she ask me if I wanted to make a fake TikTok account? And then she says, "I don't want to work for her." I don't. What? Yesterday she came home and asked if I wanted to go live with B again, and told her I could come in for support. Not like that. So the issue here is not just that, you know, she's not capable of making a decision, but she's recruited, she's deceived, and now she's sort of trapped, right?
She about to get turned out. That's what's about to happen. She says she doesn't want to take orders from this girl, but if you look at it, that's exactly what it is. So she gets into this situation now. She's taking orders from Georgiana, right? And that's her name, actually. Let me pull up her photo. That's what she looks like. This chick right here is the bottom bitch right here, right? If Tate's empire is basically the internet version of online pimping, she's considered the bottom bitch, right? She's the main head honcho that organizes a lot of these other women. And I think Andrew Tate also admitted that there were other women who were also in leadership positions like Georgiana. But yeah, this is the girl that young woman ended up meeting, right? And she's the one organizing the content. She's the one getting her to set up the TikTok account. As you can notice, right, that's what she's basically walking this young woman through orientation. And she doesn't even realize it, right? She the orientation process. Do a content with another experienced working woman on Andrew Tate's team, right? After you do the content, now she's gonna say, "How about you create a fake TikTok account?" Right? So that way it's different from your name, and you know it's harder for people to recognize you or pull you up. Create a fake TikTok account and promote the same thing. You know, the bouncing titties and all that stuff like that. Get more young men onto the platform. All right, and then before you know it, you're worked in deep. All right, this is no different than a woman who goes into prostitution, right, being turned out. This is a digital version of it right here. We're watching that unfold in front of our eyes. And you want to tell me they don't have nothing on this guy? He's done. He's done. At the very minimum, they have a clear case for trafficking. At the very minimum. I think what they're trying to figure out is what organized crime is he officially a part of? And I think they linked him to a casino ran by the Romanian mafia. So I don't know if the mafia is the bigger prize and they're going to try to flip Tate. I don't know. But there's a lot of things happening.
Yesterday, she came home and asked if I wanted to go live with B again, and told her I could come in for support, not like that. So the issue here is not just that, she's not capable of making a decision, but she's recruited, she's deceived, and now she's sort of trapped, right? He goes on to promise her a house and a life with him, basically. It's a slow burn, right? Because he's promising her all this stuff, and then it slowly changes.
And he has to do that because she's still new to the operation. He has to keep selling that dream. He has to, right? Otherwise, her reality is going to be, hey, I just got recruited and now I'm part of this online webcamming business, and now I got to take my clothes off to make money from this guy because I'm in a strange country that I have no idea what's going on, right? So that's basically what it is. So he has to keep up the charade, maybe up until he starts paying her some money to make her kind of forget a little bit, or she kind of gets swept in with the whole situation. But until her mind completely flips onto Tate's whole operation, he has to keep bribing her with houses. He has to keep bribing her with the promise of marriage. He has to keep bribing her with the promise of these things that got her there to begin with. But notice that every time he does that, he pulls it away. This is textbook of how a pimp operates. This is what he does. And it's so cringe to see some of these guys who are glorifying him. Right, you're still out here worshiping Tate. Y'all are hanging on his every word. Meanwhile, this dude, like, it's honestly just shocking, bro, that there are people who can have just. I don't even know how to explain it at this point. How do you explain that?
You can do TikTok, and we can put on some girls together and get help with my business. OnlyFans only if you want to do it. I will never ask you. And then she says, "See, I heard you are the one running the girl business."
Uh-oh.
And she says, "Oh, OnlyFans and TikTok. T&G are, but I lead them." And then we talk a little bit. "I need you in my team to do what G tells you." So
boom. Hold up. So he's trying to get her on the TikTok here, right? And I need you to help with my business. So it goes, you see how he's promising her, oh yeah, we can get a house. Oh yeah, you're going to be my wife. I need you to be a loyal wife, all that nonsense. And then he mixes it in with, oh, now I need you to be part of my team, right? T and G is Georgiana and the other girl, because they're two girls. That's the other girl right over here. Hold up, let me pull it up. So that's Georgiana right there, and that's probably T, right? So what's her actual name though? Let's actually pull it up. But those are two of his assistants that are running the operation. These two girls right over here, right? So he basically got her in a situation where she now has to take orders from the top women or bottom bitches. I don't know what you would call them. All right, they're the ones who run the operation, right? So it goes from, getting married and all that stuff to having you be a part of my team, helping me with my business. Now you got to start taking orders from T and G, but I lead them, right? So he's basically admitting that he's the head of the operation. Look at this down here. We talked a little. I need you in my team to do what Gianna tells you to do. Bro, they got him. They got him, bro. He's done.
Talk a little bit. I need you in my team to do what G tells you. So, but then you read in the court's order just a little bit further, and I know this is getting kind of a little bit tedious, but this all kind of makes sense in the end when we wrap this up. The circumstances that the injured person was not allowed to leave that house unaccompanied also resulted from her conversations with the defendant, Andrew Tate, through the WhatsApp application. So this is from the injured person, AU. "We had breakfast and we talked with my sister. I just talked to Y, and she told me that there was something between you two. I want to do my exercises, send some emails, read the Bible, and maybe go to town later. And A, what are you doing? And E says, well, E is Andrew Tate. Yes, go to town only with someone else, not alone. And he says, I'm still working.
That's funny. Why would he say that? Unless he's worried she's gonna run. Right. So for those of you guys who are on the other side talking about she could have left at any point in time that she wanted, you're reading the text message, bruh. Back and forth. She wanted to go into town, even just to go into town by herself. She has to go with somebody. And do you think someone like Georgiana is going to be going with her just for her protection? No, she's going there over with her to keep an eye on Tate's new recruit to make sure that she doesn't run. So when these girls talk about they feel as though they were trapped, these are the kind of tactics I'm talking about. He doesn't even have to physically restrain her. He just has to build the mental platform for her to fall right into it. This is crazy. Just seeing how it's building up is wild.
I try to get home as fast as I can. Girls don't go to town alone when they are married, which is
Look
BS.
at this.
This is just another way to control
Look at this.
And AU says, tomorrow we might go to the botanical garden with the girls from Ukraine. And he says, who we? It's also Women's Day. Who we? Me and them. The two girls. No, I'll go with you. I'll go with you, B, Jasmine, or Geo. I don't trust those. And he says, I don't trust those Ukrainian women. So he's really dictating who she can go with.
Wow. But some of the Tate fans, she could have left at any point in time. Look at this. He's talking about, I don't trust the Ukrainian women that are trying to get at you. You should only go with these top assigned women, all right? You can't even leave the house. And he slips that wife thing in there, right? What does he say? He says a good wife. What does he say? He says a good, what do you say? No, it's a good wife doesn't go by themselves or whatever. Hold up, let me see
if
I can go to it right here. Look at this. So it says, we had breakfast. We talked with my sister. I just talked to Y, and she told me that there was something between you, and I want to do my exercise. So she basically found out from one of the other girls that they smashed Tate as well. Not a surprise, right? So she's asking what he's doing. And yes, Tate says, go to town with only someone else, not alone, right? So he's basically dictating how she moves when he's not around. That's crazy, right? He's telling her he's still working. And then he says, I try to get home as fast as I can. And then he says, girls don't go to town alone when they are married. You're seeing a mental game because he still has to keep up that illusion that she's different. She's special until he rips it away from her. But until then, he has to keep up that illusion. That's why she can't leave by herself. Oh, those Ukrainian women that I don't know about, you can't go with them. Go with the certified people I have for you. And those women run the organization. So they're going to ensure that you don't leave. Like these trafficking things, they're a lot more complex than a lot of you red pillars give it credit for or not credit for. I don't even know how y'all would even specify it, because I think y'all think it's just, well, as long as she wasn't forced at gunpoint or she wasn't restrained in handcuffs, it's not really, she could have left at any time. Look at the mental games he's playing. This is on a whole different level, bro. This is on a whole different freaking level.
Garden with the girls from Ukraine. And he says, who we? It's also Women's Day. Who we? Me and them. The two girls. No, I'll go with you. I'll go with you, B, Jasmine, or Geo. I don't trust those. And he says, I don't trust those Ukrainian women. So he's really dictating who she can go with. Don't go anywhere without any one of the three. And she said, and Geo, that Georgiana, she's the one that's controlling everything. And she's his right hand. And she's the one that really she needs to be under that control so she doesn't either abscond or tell anybody anything else. Then she says, why are you so cold to me? He says, go out alone Don't go out alone without telling me. Of the mall, supermarket, nowhere. From now on, I told you.
Look at this. Look at this, bruh. Look at how he's basically, the mask is off. The mask has officially fallen off now. Don't go anywhere. Y'all see that slow decline until Andrew Tate had no choice but to rip off the mask. Now you can't go anywhere. And for y'all who are thinking, well, she could have just left. He didn't restrain her. She wasn't under a handcuff. She's still holding on to the possibility that this guy actually loved her. But she's now realizing that no, she actually wasn't special to begin with. He's likely not going to marry her. She's probably just going to be another one of the girls that has to take orders from G. This is sick.
I want to go alone. This is the last warning. So later on, and then there's a comment about Tristan. She said that she's very afraid of the defendants, TT and AT. They threatened to publish her real name, her parents' name, the phone number she uses, because they have done this before and will do it again.
Damn. So I'm assuming the only reason why she's embarrassed of her information getting published is that she probably already participated in some OnlyFans content, and she probably likely did what G told her to do, and now a lot of her shit's out there. So now you got that blackmail element to it where it's like, I'm just gonna dox you. If you decide to step out of line, we'll just dox you so everybody in your mama and your family and everybody in your friend group would know that you out here busting it wide open. This is crazy. Like, this guy's done for. Dev, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. It says Tate had armed guards at all times, had the same guards escorting them everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the girls segregated as well. Facts. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you this. One of these girls are gonna flip. All right. One of these girls are gonna flip. They're gonna flip. They're gonna expose what they were really doing in the Tate mansion. They're going to have to expose it. And that's what's really going to be fucked up for Tate, because they're going to save their skin before anything else. But what I want to do is I want to see this article before we finish off that video. I want to show you guys the article linking Tate to organized crime. And this is by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, located in Russia, I believe. So this is what they're saying. Right, so this is what they're saying. It says new documents uncovered by reporters show that Andrew and Tristan Tate were involved in a profit-sharing agreement with a casino company whose owners are now under investigation for creating a violent organized crime group. What the fuck? Yo, says outspoken misogynist and social media sensation Andrew Tate made many bombastic claims before his December 22 arrest in Romania on human trafficking and rape charges. One of the most striking, and what was most striking was that he was working with an unnamed Romanian gambling kingpins. So while he was doing this stuff, he probably actually had mob ties. He actually, for real, probably had mob ties, bro. So it says, what was striking was that he was working with an unnamed Romanian gambling kingpins to operate casinos in Eastern European country where Tate has chosen to base himself because he said it's a place where corruption is accessible to everybody. In multiple interviews, Tate claimed to have partnered up with some brothers, mafia guys who own 400 gambling locations from Estonia all the way down to the east of Europe. I remember him saying that in the video. That's what I kept referring to, because I vividly remember him hinting in a video that he actually has mob ties and have to help his new partners push competitors out of business, right? He says, but there was no evidence of the self-styled king of masculinity actually had interest in any casinos, much less 400, and Tate never publicly revealed the names of his business partners. Now reporters from Rise Project, Romania, and the OCCRP, which is the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, have found evidence that Andrew Tate and his younger brother Tristan really did have financial interest in at least 6 Las Vegas brand casinos, along with 2 alleged organized crime figures known as the Dorofati brothers. What? How do you pronounce this? The Dorofati brothers? The Dorofati brothers? This sounds like a movie, bro. This sounds like a fucking movie, bro. This nigga, oh my God, dude. Why? Why, dude? I don't even know if this is true or not, all right? Because they just found this out. This article was, what, 8 hours ago, right? So all this stuff's coming out. Like, this is crazy. He says the Tates are currently under investigation for alleged rape, along with forming a criminal organization in order to recruit and force women into producing pornography. Ramona Bola, a spokesperson for the country's Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, DICOT, that's what I was telling you guys, DICOT, told the OCCRP that the casino interests are not currently being scrutinized. So far, we're not investigating regarding their activities in the gambling industry in Romania, she said in a phone interview. Lawyers for the Tate brothers did not respond to requests for comment. Tristan told the reporters via WhatsApp that he had no comment on the casino business. So he's not denying it either. This is crazy just seeing how this is unfolding right now. He says joint venture contracts obtained by reporters showed that profits from at least 6 branches of Las Vegas casinos were shared between Talisman Empire. Whoa! Whoa, there was a super chat earlier that was telling me to look this up. Whoa! Wait, chat, somebody in the super chat was just telling me about Talisman Enterprises. Yo! Somebody was just saying this. They brought this up just now. I'm spacing out on who did this. I think it was Francois. Yo! This is Andrew Tate, not Andrew Tate's, Tristan Tate's company. Yo, this is making too much sense right now, dog. Holy shit. He says, a Romanian company controlled by the Tate brothers and the company owned by the Dorofati brothers called DMS Bet Live SRL, which was licensed in Romania to operate fixed odds betting. The Talisman didn't have a license and would not have been able to operate casinos on its own. Whoa! Whoa! Is this the money these girls are moving? The cash money back and forth between an illegal entity that's running a gambling operation versus one owned by a Romanian mafia brothers or mafioso brothers? This is getting weird, bro. No wonder they kept them on. They kept them on house arrest. No wonder they kept them in jail for 4 months. They're uncovering all these ties, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up going after these mafioso brothers, right? If they end up going after them and then trying to go after them with some kind of RICO charge, and then linking Andrew Tate and his brother's operation with the pretty much with the trafficking and all that to the whole thing, right? Because now you're looking at one giant organized crime syndicate ran by 2 brother families, right? You got the Tate family and the Dorofati family, right? This is like real life mafia type shit, bro, but in Romania. And the funny thing is, he didn't have to do any of this. This guy was already successful alone, just being a clown on YouTube. Like, why did he have to get invested with organized crime? Like, this is crazy. Las Vegas is one of the biggest casino chains in Romania, with over 800 venues across the country. The chain is run through a complex group of companies that all appear to play different roles in its operations, from paying rents to operating slot machines, including DMS Bet Live. On top of this, the different Las Vegas branches are also run through joint ventures with other unrelated companies like the Talisman. Yo, we were just talking about that in the chat. That's Tristan Tate's company, bruh. This is getting like Hollywood. I wouldn't lie, bro. Just give it to the Tate brothers. This is getting Hollywood like, bro. You got someone like Andrew Tate who's basically tied in with the Romanian mafia, and his operation is basically he's basically playing kickbacks to these dudes. That's wild. In its joint venture with the Tates, DMS agreed to provide betting terminals, while Talisman, which is Tristan Tate's company, would provide the commercial space for the casinos in 3 of the 6 gambling venues. Talisman also had to provide employees and cash machine equipment. The agreement prohibited the Tates from doing business with any competitors to the Las Vegas casinos. So they were basically tied to the Mafia brothers. This is crazy. Coffee Boy, shout out to you for the $20 super chat. He says, I can't believe some people still hold out hope for the Tates when the prosecution has tons of self-snitching evidence, phone record, and whatever else they find. Bruce has been breaking the Tates case down masterfully. Facts. They have hard drives, bro. Cell phone records, social media records, financial records. They got it all, bro. They're just putting the pieces together. No wonder they held this guy not only on those on those arrests, but they're also holding him on under house arrest too. And they repealed his his appeal to they not repealed it. They removed his appeal to get off of house arrest. So he's still even in a situation trying to get out from under house arrest, but they're denying it. And I can see why. There's just so much evidence. This is crazy, bro. I'm even surprised to the level of corruption the Tates found themselves in with these people. Like, for as much as I like to clown these guys as bozos, like, this is crazy. They actually have mob ties, which it ain't looking good for these people, bro. Reporters were not able to obtain any information on how the arrangement worked in practice. The other Las Vegas casino groups confirmed it did have a business relationship with the Tates, but said that the relationship had been terminated. Right. Sure. One of the Las Vegas branches, the two companies partnered on its own in Bersini, a neighborhood of communist-era apartment blocks on the outskirts of the Romanian capital of Bucharest. Painted bright red, the street-level casino stands out against the hulking gray concrete building above. The Las Vegas casino owes little to its glitzy American namesake. There are no poker tables staffed by smart-suited dealers, just dark rooms with rows of slot machines where workers and retirees gamble away their minimum wage salaries or state pensions. Bro, this sounds so depressing. Because they call it Las Vegas, right? And we all know, everyone who's in America, we've all been to Las Vegas. And then you got the slots, you got the poker tables, you got the different things going on, right? But in Romania, it's funny because they're calling their gambling chain Las Vegas. But if you go in, it's just nothing but slot machines. And there's just nothing but old people just gambling away their pension funds. This is more, I don't know what's more depressing. Andrew Tate fleecing young dudes out of their life savings with these webcam girls, or Andrew Tate being part of an organized crime syndicate that basically siphons money from pensions of old retirees through these casino chains. Either way, bro, this is just horrible. This is just horrible, bro. I just don't understand what y'all are still seeing in this guy. He says, they're quoting somebody. I'm a gambling addict who already lost 2 apartments. What? Whoa. Hold up. I'm a gambling addict who already lost 2 apartments. How do you lose 2 apartments, bro? Bro, gambling is so dangerous. Gambling is so dangerous, bro. How do you lose two? How do you lose 2 apartments to gambling, bro? That's how you know you got it bad. Admitted one of the locals who spoke to reporters outside another one of the Las Vegas casino branches. This is one of this is one in Viton neighborhood of Bucharest. DMS appears to stand for Dorofite and the brothers' first names Mehata and Soren. I gotta look these people up. Hold up. I gotta look these people up. I gotta see if there are photos of them, right? Several members of what they call their family have DMS tattooed on their bodies. Look at this! Oh shit! Bro, they're a real life syndicate, bro. Hold up. Who are these people? This is getting juicy as fuck for a pause. Hold up. Are they photos of these people? What do they look like? Hold up. Hold on. I gotta find out who these people are. I don't even hold up. I don't know what they're saying. This is in a different language, but it seems like this is them. I don't know what this is saying, but it looks like these might be it. Like these 2 guys over here. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to find out. Whoa. Wait, maybe no. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Hold up. This might be them right here. Yeah, this looks exactly. Oh my God. This is them. This is them right here. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Can you translate this? This might be them, Joe. Chat, this might actually be who they are. These 2 guys over here. This might actually be them. Because that's the same organization right there that busted down Tate's house. I can't read any of this, bro. Yeah, it's the Dicot. It's them. It's them, bro. These are the guys the Tate brothers are working for. What the fuck, bro? Whoa, bro. Look at these. They look like they're part of some organized shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. These guys look like they're part of some organized shit. Whoa. This is like Andrew Tate. Like, why get involved with these people? So, okay, so those are the Dorofite brothers, and their name is Mahata. I don't know how to pronounce this. And Soren. Several members of what they call their family have DMS tattoos on their bodies. According to videos reporters found on social media, one man with a DMS tattoo who also had the never plead guilty inked on his right hand checked in on Facebook at a Tate casino, adding the status at work. Yeah, never plead guilty. Oh my God, bro. This is getting crazy. Yo, listen. In a podcast interview, Andrew Tate explained how he first hooked up his business partners, although he did not name them. A former kickboxing competitor, Tate was commentating on a live cage fight sponsored by DMS, which began with local fighters before expanding to include international mixed martial arts stars. The Dorofite brothers had founded a mixed martial arts brand called Real Extreme Fighting, RXF. Tate said he approached one of the casino owners at the RXF show and made him an offer. What the fuck kind of Godfather type shit is this? What is this? I made him an offer he can't refuse. I will open up directly next door to your number one competitor, Tate said he told one of his prospective partner. So I'll go to war for you with my money right next door to the old number one competitor. Even if it doesn't make any money, you're getting paid off the turnover. It's like take some more money of your competitor. I'm taking all the risks. What the fuck? So why wait? This sounds like a front. So you're gonna build a phony casino whose purpose is to lose money. But if they're losing money, that means they're reporting debt, right? Or either some debt or losses. But if they're reporting losses, they should have gotten something to begin with. So where is the money that Tate's using to front the casino that's meant to lose? This is confusing, bro. This got money laundering written all over it. This is what it's got written all over it, bro. And he agreed, Tate said. So the guy agreed to the deal. This is wild. Reporters could not confirm whether that incident occurred as Tate described it, but Bola, the spokesperson for DICOT, which is that same organization, said the Dohertys encountered the Tate brothers during the competition, maybe, and they were in connection with the brothers. By the time that meeting with the Tate happened, the Dohertys had managed to recruit the organized crime groups to take over sections of the gambling industry throughout Romania, according to Bola. Yo, this sounds like some like modern day mafia type shit, dude. What the it's like the Italian American mafia experience, but in Romania. How they bought out casinos and bought out strip clubs and bought out like all these other mom and pop shops until their only game in town. This is crazy. This says they had an entire network of gambling places where they controlled what happened, she said. Many organized crime figures in Romania live the fast life and show off their bling on social media. But the Doherty brothers keep a low profile and they're relatively unknown to the public. And until recently, the anti-organized crime authorities. I wonder why. Ever since they hooked up with the Tate brothers, that's probably the biggest mistake they've ever made. Partnering up with some dummy like Andrew Tate, and that just basically brought them onto the spotlight now. This is wild. They were unknown to DICOT even in 2019 when Romanian police wiretapped a local cocaine smuggler who was also working for the Las Vegas casinos. What the fuck? The man was overheard discussing a powerful figure he did not name directly, but referred to as a Pole. That's kind of gay, but Jesus Christ. He's a Pole. All right. Mahata Doherty has Polish citizenships. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yo. He's opening everywhere in Romania. He's taking over all the casinos all by himself, he said. He wiretapped the smuggler, or said the wiretapped smuggler. Anti-organized crime prosecutors later began investigating the group behind the Las Vegas casinos and linked it with the smuggler, with what the smuggler had said. So this is Las Vegas. Oh my God. This looks horrible. Is this what? Wow. That must be miserable as fuck in Romania. God damn. This is Las Vegas? A Las Vegas casino located in Bersini on the outskirts of Bucharest. So this is one of the operation spots. The investigation, it doesn't even look like, why is it, the location's odd, bro. I've never seen a casino built in a location like this. Well, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the only experience I have is Vegas. But like, you either see them in hotels. Maybe this is a hotel. I don't know. But wow. But casinos are usually linked to like big hotels. He says the investigation culminated in November 2022. Police raids on 102 23 locations linked to Las Vegas casinos, which brought in dozens of alleged gang members for questioning. Many of these people had prior convictions for serious crimes, including human trafficking, during drug smuggling, blackmail, weapon smuggling, and attempted murder. Whoa! During these raids, police confiscated bags of cocaine as well as 500,000 euros in cash and weapons, including a gun and 2 crossbows. Jesus Christ. What are you going to do with the crossbows? I mean, what the fuck? Whoa. I don't know what's happening here, dog. This is real. This is real, bro. Whoa. My boy connected to that cocaina. Yo, Andrew Tate is in deep. If these what do you call it, Doherty brothers, if these Doherty brothers are the real deal, if these brothers are the real deal, Andrew Tate's not fucking around, bro. And this article refers to a raid that happened all while we're reading this. This is one of the guys that never plead guilty tattoo right there. Oh, it's over for Tate, bro. If they connect them to this coke, if they connect them to these weapons, they're already trying to find the connections to these casinos where they busted these criminals at. It's over. It's over for this guy. Law enforcement officials said the Doherty brothers had managed to bring together rival mafia clans. Oh, that's how you know they the real deal. Like Lucky Luciano bringing together the 5 families to form the commission to run all the organized crime in the United States. Any mafia boss that's able to organize and unite rival gangs, rival families, they're the real deal. This is crazy. Some of which had fought each other on the streets with swords and even torched a house with a homemade bomb. What the hell? That's how y'all get down to Romania? Yo, imagine just seeing a bunch of gang members trying to kill each other in the streets with swords. That's how you know they crazy. All right? That's wild. In a group that cooperated to crush the competing competing casinos. We see something that we have not encountered in the past. The leaders of the organized crime group have forgotten their pride in order to share the spheres of influence and benefits. Cosmin Andreca, head of the Romanian branch of Europol, told Romanian television at the time of the raids. Yeah, that's how you know these crime groups are serious. When they drop that petty beef and they just focus on making money, that's how you that's how you know this organized crime has gotten serious. They're basically trying to make a move into the legitimate world. That's what this is. If they're doing it through a string of legal casinos, this is their way of bringing their crimes legitimate. This is the ultimate goal for any organized crime unit. Not only to organize, but to go legit. And you telling me the crew that Tate's running with basically united all these mafia bosses and now they're all focused on money? Oh, hell no. Yo, this is for real. Yo, this is for real, dog. And all this is being exposed because Andrew Tate couldn't keep his mouth shut online. They would have never even known about these brothers who have been running things behind the scenes if Andrew Tate would have kept his mouth shut. Yo, somebody's going to flip. They are working somebody right now. Somebody's going to flip. This is not looking good. The way they're investigating this, it looks like a RICO case, bro. But they're lucky that they're in Romania right now, and I'm not sure if Romania has their version of a RICO law, since a lot of this organized crime task force are pretty new to Romania. But if this was in America, Tate's done. They got him. This is a conspiracy, clearly. Bola, the DICOT spokeswoman, told the OCCRP, that's the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, right, that the Dwarfities had managed to convince the criminal groups around the country to work with them by appealing to their common interest, gaining money. Oh, they're for real. Yeah, these are real gangsters. These are real gangsters. Because they're not even focused on that petty shit, bro. It's all about money now. So much so they're uniting families. This is crazy. This is actually, I'm not going to lie. Chat, I'm not going to lie. This is actually kind of interesting. This is genuinely kind of interesting because I wouldn't have suspected Andrew Tate being a part of such a sophisticated crime organization like these dudes. I mean, this is Andrew Tate we're talking about here. And to me personally, he's a bumbling idiot. But goddamn. He had mob ties like this. He continues to say they are the kind of people who can gain access to these organized crime figures and they can influence them in working to a common goal that's getting money, she said. In November, prosecutors said that they had arrested 28 people in relation to an alleged organized crime activity, blackmail, violent acts, and kidnapping. Oh my God. Oh my God. E-Black TV, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, oh, he gonna snitch, I see. I don't know if they're gonna flip Tate. They're probably gonna flip Tate to go after these brothers because these brothers, they seem like the bigger fish. And unfortunately, they only got exposed because the Tate organization got exposed because Andrew Tate couldn't keep his mouth shut. But if they're finding out that these dudes that Andrew Tate rolls with are involved in kidnapping, violent acts, some of them even murder, blackmail, extortion, yeah, they're gonna try to put a conspiracy charge together. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to knock out the bosses. Why not? So of course they're gonna try to flip Tate. So I think what we gotta wait for is see what charges the prosecutors end up bringing down on this clown. But this is crazy. I want to see what the 28 people that got arrested. Oh, this is in a different language. This is crazy. All right. It says the investigation is ongoing and the accused people have not yet been indicted. Neither is Andrew Tate. We're still waiting. An arrest warrant has been issued for Mahasa Durofati, but Romanian authorities have not been able to arrest him. He told the OCCRP through his lawyer that he is in Poland, where he has been a citizen for a decade. He denied that he's on the run from Romanian law enforcement, and he simply lives in Poland with his wife and 2 children. So I don't think Poland has a extraditionary treaties with Romania. I don't think they have that treaty right now going on. But one of the bosses that Andrew Tate works for is right now on the lam in Poland. The claim that he has evaded prosecution is slightly forced, his lawyer, Alexandru Serbin, said in an email. Mihata, brother Sorin, was in Romania when the police raids happened, and he was initially put under judicial oversight, meaning that he couldn't leave the country, had to report regularly to authorities, and was barred from communicating with people charged in the case. After an appeal, a court ruled on May 23rd that Sorin was allowed to leave Romania, which his lawyer said was evidence of his innocence, although the other restrictions remain in place. Nah, bruh. He just got that much power. That's what that tells me. That dude who's the second brother that got caught. So the first brother was in Poland at the time the raids happened, and then the second brother was caught up in the whole situation. So now the second brother was allowed to leave after being detained. but Andrew Tate is still under house arrest. So what that tells me is these brothers probably got way more power and pull in Romania than even the Tate brothers. If this dude was able to get arrested and they just said, yep, you could go. Bruh, this is wild. I can't believe that. B2 goes out to even $10 super chat. He says, yo, what's up, Brody? I'm willing to bet money the Tate brothers are about to become the next biggest future Netflix documentary to show their downfall. LOL. How to represent. Facts. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. This is wild. I'm sorry. This is getting like real like movie like feel to it, man. I don't know what else to say. I'm like, I can't stop reading. This is actually very entertaining. The lawyer Kudru Nukul Savu, however, I'm butchering these people's names. I'm gonna just tell you that right now, okay? I'm butchering their names. Said accusations made against his client in the media reports were false, adding that prosecutors have yet to provide proof of their allegations. I don't know, bro. I think if they find a link between you and the Tate brothers, that's gonna bust your operation wide open. After a period of approximately 6 months during which the prosecution had carried out investigative acts, no evidence has been obtained to confirm the information received and revealed by the press, which probably was misled by specific sources, Sabu said in the email. So this is the lawyers, one of the mafiosos. This is the lawyer for the mafioso brother. This is what he's saying right now. Some accused members of the gang, allegedly headed by the Dohertys, were hired by Las Vegas as maintenance staff, according to the prosecutors. In reality, the workers were there to make sure the Dohertys got their share of the profits. This included assaulting gamblers and stealing their winnings. This is the mafia, bruh, but in Romania. Yo, oh God. Yo. Some accused, wait, did I read this already? Yeah. The crime group allegedly used violence to prevent the expansion of gambling halls competing with those they operated, according to a DICOT statement. So DICOT, which is the agency investigating them, they have all these claims, yet the mafioso's lawyer said that they don't have any evidence. Somebody is lying. A lawyer for the Las Vegas group denied any wrongdoing. Well, of course they're going to deny any wrongdoing. Sex trafficking and real estate. Okay, the raid on the Las Vegas casinos came just a month before the police arrested Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan, who are dual citizens of the U.S. and the U.K., but spent large amount of time in Romania. Like the Dohertys, the Tate brothers have been charged by prosecutors who are continuing to investigate their case before deciding whether to indict them. Tristan Tate said he was innocent of the accusations. I do not commit crimes and I treat all people I meet, men, women, kids, with respect, he said in a text message. Andrew Tate could not be reached, but has also denied the charges. This is crazy. The trafficking charges against them have been widely reported, but RISE and the OCCRP have learned that prosecutors are also investigating whether the Tates laundered money earned in sex trafficking through Romanian real estate. Though documents seen by reporters don't expose the amounts earned or the schemes involved. We are also investigating money laundering, but we are not charging them with money laundering because we still need to gain more evidence, says Bola. Yo, this is not good. Chad, I don't think this is looking good for the Tate brothers, bro. Those of y'all who still think this dude is innocent, this is not looking good. At all. I'm shocked that this is crazy. Like this is like my brain is just melted right now. I couldn't believe the Tate brothers could be in this deep. Andrew Tate has publicly claimed to make $300,000 to $600,000 per month from coercing women to perform sexual acts on the internet. Speaking on his online Hustlers University platform, which offers courses on how to make quick cash as well as pimping hoes degree, the PhD. Tate explained that forcing women to work 12-plus hour shift was integral to success. They got him. He's done. He's done. What much evidence do they need? He's done. They got him. 4K, clean him out. What? You actually named your organization Pimping Hoes Degree? Is that what PhD really stand for? God damn. God damn. And you know what's funny? This is what Destiny said too. He said this exact same shit when he was debating MLD on the whatever podcast show. He mentioned PhD because MLD was trying to say, oh no, but he's helping so many guys, you know, do all this stuff. Look at this. Look at the sheer amount of just right now. We're going to treat this as allegations, right? Because the prosecutors have not formally charged them yet. But the same prosecutors are the ones that are releasing some of this information to the media. Even the same one we just read off with Bruce Rivers over here. So this is going deep. Tate bragged about having 75 women performing sexual acts on webcams and said he kept 80% of the proceeds for himself. Yeah, this he can't run away from because he admitted this multiple times. He lied to the women saying he was helping them pay taxes. And honestly, this is where I think the tax evasion charge is what they're looking at. Because if he's saying that he took these women's money to pay quote unquote taxes, but their money never actually went to paying taxes, there must be a bunch of back taxes a lot of these women who are caught up in these raids may owe because Andrew Tate never paid. He just pocketed it. This is crazy. He says they basically work for free. They work for my love and intention. We know that. Again, Bruce Rivers just exposed that bullshit, right? So, according to Romanian prosecutors, these are the prosecutors. The Tate brothers' tactics amounted to human trafficking. Prosecution documents included testimonies from victims who described being lured by the Tate brothers with promises of romantic relationship, then abused, threatened, and forced to perform. That's what Bruce Rivers was just reading off. All of this stuff we just saw with Bruce Rivers, these are what they're talking about. Who would have thought that the person responsible for taking down the Romanian mafia would be an idiot like Andrew Tate? It's bad enough he helped destroy the Red Pill. Now he went in and he's destroying the Romanian mafia and the operations they got going on there. B2 Cool, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, how to start and destroy your own illegal business and life 101. Facts. I don't know what else you would call this, man. Like, this is crazy. This is I'm actually genuinely like surprised. Like Andrew Tate was in this deep, right? C. Miles says, he's a self-admitted pimp. I'm not sure where all the shock and awe is coming from. We all knew this. The shock and awe is coming from us not realizing he was this deep with the mafia. Like, since the whole time we thought it was just speculation and him trying to act tough on YouTube. We actually didn't know he was this dug in with the Romanian mafia, especially with all these other killers and kidnappers and murderers and all these other people that are being associated with the empire. I didn't know this. Let's go back to the article. But like that's what Bruce Rivers just exposed when they were talking about here. When they were talking about, according to Romanian prosecutors, the Tate brothers' tactics amounted to human trafficking. Prosecution documents included testimonies from victims who described being lured by the brothers with promises of a romantic relationship, then abused, threatened, and forced to perform. That's what we just watched from Bruce Rivers. those documents right there. And these are all prosecutors releasing this stuff. So if you don't think that Tate's in trouble, I think y'all got to think again, bro. Y'all need to wake up. One Moldovan woman said, Andrew Tate told me to take my clothes off to keep my shoes on. Then he slapped me across the face. Whoa. Oh, hold on. She told prosecutors he then raped her. Whoa. Whoa. And those of you guys who are probably thinking, nah, Duke, come on. Come on, Duke. You know, you're going to believe this girl. You're going to believe that Andrew Tate really slapped a girl. Huh, Duke? Are you going to just listen to some random girl on the internet and believe that Andrew Tate actually smacked someone? Yeah, I do believe that because there are videos of the top G slapping women, beating them with belts. Do I still have that video? I probably still have that video laying around somewhere. But it's Andrew Tate red-handed smacking women and beating another one with a belt. I don't know if this is going to get flagged. Let me see if I can pull up the video real quick. I think I still have it. I may still have it. If not, it's locked in somewhere. So I wholeheartedly believe that Andrew Tate's capable of that. Let me see. Is this it right here? No, that's not it. All right, I don't know what I have too much files in here. I don't know what, but anyways, I don't know about the grape stuff. They're gonna have to prove that, but I'm not surprised he slapped the girl across his face. A lot of these red pill people, they got no problems putting their hands on women. Guaranteed. That's why they want to take you back to the past, right? Where it was okay. Matter of fact, it was even normalized when guys would smack up women or whatever it is, right? Even to the point where if you're going out there and talking to people about your wife, the first thing that, hey, did you knock her over one, right? That was a normalized thing back then. That's the good old days these red pill poppers want to take you back to. Like, this is crazy, bro. Another victim from the U.S. told prosecutors that the Tate brothers used the bodies of young girls for financial gains. And the girls do it because they really think they're in love and they're frightened. We saw it with the video Bruce Rivers read, right? Because this girl, she was confused. Look at the correspondence back and forth, right? Between her and Andrew Tate. Why are you so cold to me? He says, no, don't go out alone without telling me. Mall, supermarket, nowhere from now on. I told you I want to go alone, whatever it is. He says, this is the last warning. I don't feel like, and he's going to go on with it. Tate students were instructed in one of his online courses that it's best to target vulnerable women for exploitation. This is the war room they're talking about here, because he teaches that stuff, right? The ones who made me the most money had their dads dead, lived in fucked up neighborhoods. Wow. The ones who made me the most money had their dads dead, lived in fucked up neighborhoods. This is crazy. According to victim testimonies, the women were kept involuntary, a suburb of Bucharest, where the Tates owned 2 houses, including one that featured aluminum siding in the same red and black colors used by the Vegas casino brand. And that's the end of the article right there. Guys, I'm going to play the rest of Bruce Rivers' video. But I don't know what else to tell you, bro. If you still think the Tate brothers are innocent, they're not. These dudes are guilty, bro. Let me share this real quick.
And AU says, tomorrow we might go to the botanical garden with the girls from Ukraine. And he says, who we? It's also Women's Day. Who we? Me and them. The 2 girls. No, I'll go with you. I'll go with you, B, Jasmine, or Geo. I don't trust those. And he says, I don't trust those Ukrainian women. So he's really dictating who she can go with. Don't go anywhere without any one of the 3.
Hey, finance man, you gotta chill in the chat, bruh. Stop triggering people if that's what's going on. Like, we gotta stop doing this. If you mods, you remember, you could be a mod one day, you could be no longer a mod the other day. Because I don't really have that many mods on this channel to begin with. So let's not start fights in the chat. Let's focus on what's going on here with the Tate brothers. All right, the moderators, you're supposed to help keep the show running in the chat, not disrupt the chat. Come on, bro. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start changing the guard. And we got top mods who are here too. So Vega, you know what to do. Vega, Alicia, I think you guys are top mods. So y'all know what to do. Make some things happen. If they're getting too far, y'all got rights.
And she said, and Gio, that Georgiana, she's the one that's controlling everything, and she's his right hand, and she's the one that really she needs to be under that control, so she doesn't either abscond or tell anybody anything else. Then she says, "Why are you so cold to me?" He says, "No, go out alone. Don't go out alone without telling me. Of the mall, supermarket, nowhere. From now on. I told you I want to go alone. This is the last warning." So later on, and then there's a comment about Tristan. She stated that she's very afraid of the defendants, TT and AT. They threatened to publish her real name, her parents' name, the phone number she uses, because they have done this before and will do it again. So we're gonna publish on a YouTube post so that you can kind of take a look at the document.
Whoa, what the fuck? He strangled her with both hands. She did not want to have sex. Yo, what is this?
This is just a tip of the iceberg. I mean, I've only gone through a few pages. This order is 88 pages long. And if you don't think for 1 minute that there isn't a shit ton of evidence against Andrew Tate, you're sadly mistaken. And if you're one of the losers that he calls losers, in your Cheeto stained underwear in your parents' basement, wake up. Absolutely wake up and realize that this guy doesn't give a flying fuck about anybody else but himself. Period. End of story. And when he says, we're innocent, you've got it right here. You got admissions, and there's more admissions. So we'll continue to peruse through this.
Did he say he put a post up about this? Because I want to read more if there's more. I want to see. I'm gonna go to his community tab real quick, chat. I gotta see what's going on. All right, so he did put okay, he did it. Bruce Rivers to the rescue, baby. Look at this. We got it. We're in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's 86 pages. We got to scroll down. What, so much? Gotta see the conversation thread. Yo, this is crazy. Look at all this. I'm gonna get to the conversation thread, see what was going on. All right, here we go. Here it is, right here. Whoa. All right, webcam for a long time. I did a team with the girls who worked on video chat. So friendly, my team helped me. Let's skip down to this right here. So the statement of the injured person, UA, was corroborated with resultant aspects from conversations, right? So it says, I'm in a house with some girls who work for G. AI said, I will stay with G. I feel a little weird. And G said, you're probably coming in 5 days. It's too much. I wish you'd tell me things like they are so. I know what's going on. So you'd tell me things like they are, so I know what's going on. AU, what exactly do these girls do? And then she goes on to say, I thought I was coming and we would be together. I understand that it happens things, but you have to talk to me and tell me so I don't feel weird. You don't have to feel weird, is what Andrew Tate responds. I come home as fast as I can. You know I work. Baby, what are these girls doing anyway? I feel stupid for not knowing. I should know so I can talk to them and not say something stupid or offend them in any way. And he flat out just says OnlyFans. So he's not lying. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. Right? So it admits OnlyFans is the business. So, and she goes on to say, so they undress and stuff or something else. No, just bikini. And he says, and underwear. And they have a live show on TikTok, which makes a lot of money. Then why does he have to work for G? I can do this myself. I can't. That's what Andrew Tate says. I can't. Not properly, not at the top level. They have big teams. So the girl at this point doesn't want to work with Gianna to do the little TikTok shows they're running. And can somebody investigate that too? Which TikTok accounts are tied in with the Tate operation? Because I think that'd be very telling, and that'll let us know which girls are being used by Andrew Tate right now. This is crazy. So he's basically convincing her that Gianna and them, they know what they're doing. They got teams who advertise, worked on them for 24/7. Those girls make a lot of money. It's not amateurism. And then she goes on to say, I want to know why you brought me here to this house. If you respected me, you'd ask me if I was okay with this. Well, he was lying to you. This is the lover girl method we're talking about here, right? Under false pretense, you were lured here. And she's admitting that in the text conversation. I thought I would come here and live with you. It's a little weird for me to have you hang around with girls who work for you, especially since you had a thing with one of them. Why told me that there was nothing between you and that you take care of her like a brother? I'm not stupid. I know there was something more. I could stay in London until you return to Romania. I know you have a lot on your mind right now, but my sister is telling me to go back to London because she thinks I'm not safe there. I'm very confused. I want to know what your plan is. So this is why he didn't want her to leave the apartment by herself. So now that we got the full context, that made so much sense. Jared says those TikTok accounts got taken down. God damn it. God damn it. I wanted to see which girls were tied into the Tate operation because that'd have been crazy. We'd have our own little investigation over here. And then she goes on to say, I love you. And then Tate responds, aren't you safe? What the? He says, I wanted you to leave London because of the way you behave there. What the fuck? So this goes on to say, for 2 weeks, the injured person lived with the named PY, ABG, and AMA during this time. The defendant NG, and these are all abbreviations for guys who run the Tate operation. The defendant said NG was nice to her. She was one who took care of the shopping and everything needed for the house. The injured person, UA, who's the person that's filing these charges, also stated that PY and ABG told him that they told him that they make OnlyFans and half tea. I don't know what that means. From the earnings they made, they gave to the brothers, AT and TT. So AT is Andrew Tate, TT is Tristan Tate. At the same time, the one in charge of collecting the sums of money obtained from the posting of various image and videos on the OnlyFans website was the defendant NG. This is Georgiana. That's her name backwards. That's Georgiana, right? That's this girl over here. That's this girl over here that's part of the Tate enterprise. Hold up. Where's the photo real quick? Hang on 1 second. I thought I had her photo pulled up. There you go. Right here. That's her. That's Georgiana. And then this is the other girl involved. But yeah, these are the top madams who are running this right now. All right, let's go back to this article over here. Or not article, this court letter. who later gave the sons of money to defendants Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. I think Georgiana's gonna flip, bruh. I think Georgiana's gonna flip because if she flips and admits and testifies against Andrew Tate, saying that she did give money to the Tate brothers from what these girls were doing, they could prosecute for racketeering. If they have any racketeering charges, bro. This is a racket right here that Andrew Tate's running. And the one in charge of managing the accounts on the platform socialization was RL. So that's another girl. Next, the injured person stated that the defendant, this is Georgiana, proposed to him from the very first day to create a special account for him in order to obtain sums of money from the posting of live videos with the card of live together on TikTok, with the defendant Andrew Tate suggesting that he could do so because he could earn money. Therefore, the injured person made a live video on TikTok with the said ABG calling her and the injured person also reported that she had not been given her own TikTok account, but was using another girl with the same name of A called Kukule. I don't know how to say that, who had been in a relationship with Tristan Tate, but who had already left. So she left the household already. He received a Huawei brand phone in which the TikTok account attributed to him, and where he saw post videos by A, in which he noticed that she had tattooed the inscription Talisman T and the infinity sign. And yo, Talisman is that organization that we're talking about that's tied in with the mafia in Romania. The evidence is just too much. Yet y'all are the same one on YouTube saying they don't have a case. This is the company tied in with the mafia that they're investigating. That's a whole separate investigation. Yo, this is crazy. The conversation between the injured person was considered relevant to this in this regard, and defendant TAE. AU is the girl. B asked me if I wanted to go live with a TikTok. So we already read this from the Bruce Rivers show, right? Let's see. Carefully understand that. Planning to get out of his house. Okay, so this part we don't know. So he goes on to say, instead of going live with B, you go live alone and keep all the money. I don't know you like men. I know you don't like men talking to you. The truth is, I'll be busy with work a lot of the time. So if you have something to do, that will be great. Plus, you'll make a lot of money. I won't let you have a normal job where men can see the real you. No idea on screen. I don't care. TikTok is better than a nightclub where men really try. So how do these operations work on TikTok? I wonder what they did with TikTok that made them so much money. A lot of you dudes are horny as fuck, bro. Like that's what it's telling me. Y'all are some horny ass dude to watch these females. Like just spend all your time on TikTok just watching these women. I didn't even know this shit existed. I don't even have TikTok downloaded right now. So he says, I have a 3-stage plan. And she says, you know you can. And if you're my wife, I want you to be involved. And she says, I trust you. He says, you have to listen, think carefully, and understand what I'm going to tell you. He says, the plan is that I want to get this house for free. For us, I show you. So he sends a picture of the house. Can I click on this? Is this the house? This is where that link went to. I don't know what this is. I think it's off the market. I don't know I don't know what link this is. But going back to it, so he sends her this clip over here. And then he says, look how we're going to do it. You start working with G and you work of hard for the other girls to try to catch up with you. You will make a lot of money and keep them all to be rich. But it's important that these girls see you working so that they too want to work harder. Both girls are obsessed with you. G just called me. I like you a lot, so we'll pull it together. We'll have a threesome and make them love you as their girlfriend. we'll pull it as a team. What the fuck kind of cult type shit is this? Whoa, what? So Tate goes on to say, part 3, I tell you personally, and what does this have to do with the house? Earn a lot of money and they will buy it through the company G from their salaries. So this is the house for me or the girl. So she's trying to specify. And then Tate says, actually, it's for me. This is a pimp. E-Black TV, shout out to you for the super chat. He says, is this the small slave studio that Pearl has? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Don says, Google Chrome can translate the website in languages. That's actually facts. I can't believe I forgot that. Let me actually go back to that one page and see if I can translate it here. Hold up. All right, I'm gonna translate it and then we'll read what's going on here. But yeah, this is weird. Like, just the fact they're getting this deep is weird. So Andrew Tate's keeping the house even though she worked for it. That's what he's saying. She could work hard, do the TikTok thing, make a lot of money, but when they buy the house, it's for him. And the reason why is because, but that means us, because you are my wife always. Don't spoil it. You see the manipulation he's getting involved in? And then she says, I meant me and you. So she still think there's something going on with her and Tate. You keep all your money. They buy the house. Can I trust you with this? Classic manipulation tactic. When you said work with G, did you mean TikTok or also OnlyFans? So now she's trying to specify, what type of work do you want me doing? And he says TikTok only. And then she responds, and after that, you'll ask me to do that too, probably referring to OnlyFans. She says, I heard the stories about A. They didn't sound too good. So she's basically starting to realize that as soon as they start you in with the TikTok shows, but after the TikTok shows, now you got to strip naked on OnlyFans, right? He says, I didn't care about that bitch. Whoa. I will not ask you to do OnlyFans. Whoa. So just admitted to her after she calls him out on it and says, no, I don't care about the other bitch. So I'm not going to ask you to do OnlyFans. Do y'all actually believe that? I don't believe that. This is a classic manipulator, right? So then he says, never. And then she goes on to respond, and that means I will stay in this CSA more than 2 weeks. Then he responds, you can do TikTok and we'll pull it on some girls together and I to help with my business. And then he says, OnlyFans, only if you want to do it. Whoa! In the next statement, he says, OnlyFans, only if you want to do it. After she just got done saying, hey, so after this TikTok thing, are you going to start getting me to do OnlyFans? And then he goes in and say, OnlyFans, only if you want to do it. And he adds with the caveat, I will never ask you. And then she responds, I heard you are the one running the girl business. And then she says, the OnlyFans and TikTok. And then he responds, T and G are, but he leads them. He says, we talked a little. I need you in my team to do what G tells you. Talk more later. And then she says, is this how our relationship would be, or is it just like that now? So you can see her getting to that conclusion that she just got recruited to be an internet prostitute equivalent. That's what she's realizing. She's getting pimped right now. She's being turned out by Andrew Tate right now. Andrew Tate responds, you start complaining or as if I don't have enough stress. He says, G is super excited about you. You work hard. She says, I stayed for almost 8 hours without a break. You will be rich. He responds, the injured person stated that she did not use the phone she had on her because she had the impression that she was being controlled. At one point, he told the defendant, TA, which is Andrew Tate, that he wanted to go to the Botanical. She wanted to go to Botanical Gardens with 2 girls from Ukraine, whom he previously indicated had been brought by the defendants Gianna and lived in the house for about 5 days. The defendant, TA, which is Andrew Tate, told her that they could only go accompanied by defendant Georgiana or the named PY or ABG, the other women who are on the top level. The injured person stated that during that time she lived in the Tate house, she and the other girls never left alone, always being with a trusted person of the Tate brothers to take care of them. This is crazy. All right, so we read this on Bruce Rivers' show, but let's continue here. Oh, this is all translated, by the way, so that's why a lot of the stuff is out of place. But I want to see if there's more. What is this? So, especially confirmed by the first conversation between the person A and defendant TT, from which the following passages are relevant. T, next question is obvious. What have you not found the man you're looking for? Bear, is it? Surely he's looking for you too. That means you would want to fit in your. I don't know what this means. I don't know the context. I skipped too much. I want to see if there's more. Hold up. When he promised to come to Romania, he said yes. She said yes, and that she would introduce him to his country and show him everything about his culture of this country. Then the idea of visiting Romania turned to the idea of moving with the defendant to Romania. Oh, this is Tristan Tate now. So this is a conversation between Tristan Tate and the girl he lures in to the Tate mansion. Yo, I'm not going through all this, bro. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm gonna go through more of this, but then we're gonna break it down in a different video because this is crazy. There's some other things we gotta cover, bro. But this is evidence upon evidence upon evidence the prosecutors have. Whoa. Chat, y'all gotta let me know what you think of this, bro. Are you gonna be on the side of these red pill poppers? Like a lot of these manosphere leaders are saying, oh, Tate's innocent, they don't have any evidence, all this and that, whatever it is. Are you this guy might actually be guilty, or they're gonna have him hemmed up on something? Y'all gotta let me know, because we just laid out a lot. And I think what you guys gotta understand is this is probably gonna be the beginning of the end of the Tate empire, or the Tate enterprise, or even Andrew Tate as we know it. I think this is it. He's done. A lot of you guys who are still thinking, hoping, and wishing, there's a reason why this guy has this general air of uncertainty when it comes to this stuff. And the reason why is because he understands that they have a lot of this stuff. Think about it. The very same guys who are on Andrew Tate's side, who are sitting there telling you they don't have any evidence, essentially what they're not telling you is, look at what the prosecutors are dumping right now on pretty much the media and the masses of what they're doing. And not only that, they're also comparing that to essentially the organized ties that he has to the whatever brothers in Romania that own a string of casinos and a bunch of freaking Romanian soldiers and mafiosos who are the combined have what do you call it? Kidnapping, murdering, and what do you call it? The assault, all these different things under their belts. All right, so he's being linked to that organization. This is getting crazy. So Be Too Cool, shout out to you, says conspiracy thought. Do you think channels like Fresh and Fit and Pearl are heavily promoted Tate to help peddle OnlyFans girls to Romania, since they host a majority of these type of women on their shows? Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Because you got to understand that Fresh and Fit, their audience are people who are likely to watch OnlyFans girls. So Andrew Tate going on Fresh and Fit, all that did was basically introduced a new market for his OnlyFans business. And I don't know if Fresh and Fit were knowingly doing this or unknowingly doing this, but we know there's a link there because they all share the same audience. And how do we know? Because the women Fresh and Fit invites on their shows are OnlyFans girls. Majority of them are OnlyFans girls, or they've had some experience in sex work. These are the type of women that basically are alluring to these men, and they funnel these men into the OnlyFans account. Or if Andrew Tate's on the show, they join his program and then they go join his operation. With Pearl, I don't even know if Pearl's the only doing this. I think Pearl just wants clout. That'd be her big motivator. But at this point, it's just hard to say if they knowingly did this. But absolutely, these guys in the manosphere are helping promote this big trafficking empire that we see right now. Absolutely, they're responsible for it. Don says it's longer than Myron's book. Yeah, I've been reading through them letters for a long time. Don says, Duke, I remember you in Aquinas Summa. I recommend you Aquinas Summa Theologica. I'll check it out. Carter says Top G heading back to Top Bunk in the slammer, bro. He about to go from top to bottom G, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's over. He says happy Pentecost. Yeah, happy Pentecost for those of us who are really into it, right? And that's not I'm not gonna force religion onto you or anything like that, but live how you live. All right, but guys, I mean, oh my God, they got the Tate organization, man. Who would have known? Who would have freaking known that the person to bring down the Romanian mob would be Tristan and Andrew Tate? I didn't even know they had connections that deep, but it's actually crazy figuring out that they do. And where do you guys think this is going to go? Personally, it goes to one of the biggest things I've been telling you guys all freaking year. Again, 2023 is the year of our vindication. Everything we've been saying about these red pill bozos, we've been right about thus far. We've never been wrong. Andrew Tate, this is it. You are witnessing the end of a Tate empire. All right. And I don't think there'll be another guy like Tate out there to influence as much guys as he has influenced thus far. But realistically, I mean, you'll have discount clones like, what was that guy that's on Fresh and Fit now? Zerka, right? Zerka really tries to be that Andrew Tate wannabe, but that's basically it, right? You're never really going to have someone who did what Tate did and is going to face the consequences Tate is going to face, all right? Heard girls getting thousands of subscribers, POS, no, they are. Because that's the trade-off, right? Fresh and Fit brings the OnlyFans girls to the show, and the girls get the clout. That's it. They're not getting paid on the show. They're just getting the clout. That's why the whole beef between Nina Unrated and Myron started. That led Album Preach to come right back in and flame their ass again, which there's going to be a response by Fresh and Fit coming up. But still, right? So it's because they wanted Nina Unrated to take her clothes off on the show, and neither one to be paid for it, but they didn't want to pay her because they were saying, well, the clout that we're giving you is enough, right? Guys, that's all I got for y'all today, man. This is getting crazy as hell the more we look into this, but all I gotta tell you is those of you guys who are living the fast lifestyle, or you're being lured in by guys who are encouraging you to live the fast lifestyle, just know that these fast lifestyle lead to incredibly fast downfalls, and the Tate brothers are gonna be experiencing one of the fastest downfalls you will ever see of any influencer or any content creator that has existed thus far out there. And realistically, they can't blame it on anyone else but themselves because they did this. So guys, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the chat. All right, put a 1 if you think the Tates are done for, put a 2 if you think they're not. All right, and I will catch you guys back on the next show because we're going to be reviewing Fresh and Fit's response to the Abba and Preach beef. And if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification so YouTube lets you know whenever Duke and Don is in these streets clowning another manosphere weirdo. I'm going to catch you on the next one.